this force transducer set up and calibrated, so actually got to start here. The blades are all facing together. We need to slide the blades to the side, and there will be a hook to put through the hole on the transducer. Over here I've got my Powerlab. Nothing's plugged in. I'm going to turn the Powerlab on. Okay, wait for the green light. Then we're going to fire up chart. Got a bunch of screenshots going. Chart's going to take a while. Cancel. No software updates. And we'll just open a new recording. Okay. Then I'm going to plug the force transducer into channel 1. If it's hard to do that on your Powerlab, you can use one of the other channels. Oh, it's going to give you that message. Just make sure that you're working with the channel that you plugged into, okay? So over here, since we're just working with channel 1, I'm going to drag everything else down. So I'm only looking at channel 1. Then I can just start my recording, okay? Test your transducer to see that it actually is working by tapping on it, okay? And if you come back over to the recording, I'm going to pause, and I'm going to auto scale here, okay? So notice I am getting a signal when I tapped on the transducer, so that's a promising sign. So now I'm ready to start calibrating. I'm going to start out with my 10-gram weight. I'm going to take this 10-gram weight, I'm going to hook it on the transducer, and you're going to notice over here that it's wiggling around quite a lot. We want it to be still for the next part of this calibration, so I'm just going to try and hold it still with my finger, okay, as much as possible. It may not settle perfectly, and that's okay. But what's really important here is now I'm just going to try and lift the weight off in a single movement. And if you look here on chart, I've got a single point where I lifted off the weight. And you actually don't worry too much about rescaling or anything. This is the measurement that I need. So if I select this region, and I go up to Datapad, okay, I'm in channel 1. What I want is, and I clicked on the channel heading here, what I want, statistics, is minimum value, okay? I'm going to click OK. And so my minimum value here in volts is negative 0.0166. You want to write that down somewhere. I'm going to try to remember it. Wish me luck. Okay. Actually, we can add that to Datapad. So I've got my minimum. All right, so that's my 10-gram weight. So now I need to do the same procedure with the 2-gram weight. So here is my 2-gram weight. I'm going to put it on. Okay. You notice on chart, as it's wiggling around, there's a little bit of wiggle to it. I'm going to try to hold it still. I had too much caffeine. Okay, so now there's next to no wiggle there. So now I'm ready. I can lift my 2 grams back off. Once again, you'll notice in chart, let's rescale again. Oh, that didn't help much. Whatever. But there's a minimum point where I lifted the 2 gram weight off. I'm going to select that region, and my value at 2 grams is negative 0.0053. So let's go ahead and add that to Datapad. So here are my values for 10 grams and for 2 grams. So now, over in our chart view window, if you click this channel 1 drop-down menu, there's an option for units conversion. Okay, and up here for 0.1, we can just put in our 10-gram weight, and we're going to put in the absolute value of this measurement. So 0.0166 corresponds to 10, and then units are grams. Okay, and then for point number 2, 0.0053 corresponds to 2 grams. And everything else stays the same. Click OK. And now our y-axis for this channel is in grams. So now I could do something like, let's maybe test it. I've got another weight here. Oop. Maybe I can cut thread, maybe I can't. Okay. Maybe I can tie a knot, maybe I can't. go. Oh. Let's do another type. Oh, can't tie any knots. Cut the camera. No. Let's do this. Okay, so there's a loop. We'll just square knot this. There won't be any knot tying questions. Okay, so I've got a 5 gram weight now ready to go. So let's try running chart. Okay, I'm going to hang my 5 gram weight. Okay. And it's basically stopped wiggling, so I can lift it back off again in a single movement. Okay, if I measure that, it's not going to show up as exactly the expected weight. So here I'm getting a measurement of -8 for my 5 gram weight. But as we do this, I have ways to account for that. Just be aware of that possibility. Okay? That's all there is to it. Questions?